Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Everybody has some kind of a hobby, and seems that mine was collecting stuff. I've got to the point where I had to get rid of some of this, and G-Stone Motors, they'd take anything in trade. I'd trade my Caterpillar D4D bulldozer for a pickup. I think it's a great service for people to trade in something. The G-Stone Motors team is a great group of people that I would recommend to anybody.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
It's Tuesday night, and the lights are on here at the Volusia Speedway Park here tonight. It is the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series presented by 802 Racing. I'm Roger Muth here at the Volusia Speedway Park here tonight to bring you round number 2 for the series. And as you can hear, I have a little bit of a voice back once again. So it's great to be back here behind the microphone, the headphones on, here at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. Last time we were on the Speedway, we were at the Lernerville Speedway in Pennsylvania. That's where Anthony Morano went to victory lane. He had a battle with C.J. LeVere and Joshua Leclerc all night long. Garen Brimmer was on the heels, though he had one of the quickest cars out there at the end of last week's show. But as point standings do say, Morano 4 points up over C.J. LeVere. But tonight, it's a brand new track surface here, so anybody has the chance to go ahead and pick up a win here. We do have 23 drivers here for 26 spots, so every driver will already make the feature. So race fans, if your favorite driver is out here in a heat race, well, I can guarantee you he has a spot in the big dance here tonight. Quick Time Award here tonight, brought to us by our Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award. $5 to any driver that picks up a Quick Time Award. Well, this week, it's Dean Reynolds. So the driver out of North Syracuse, New York, is actually the driver that will pick up that award. So $5 iRacing credit from our friends over at Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering. You have an event that's coming up? Well, look no farther. That is Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering has all your needs for your next special event. And just like that, we have our heat races coming up here. This is heat number 1 coming to the grid. Heat number 1 lines up like this. It's the driver that comes in second overall in the championship standings here tonight. That'll be C.J. LeVere. To his outside, driver of car number 32. That'll be Damian Ward. Back into P number 3, hailing out of the upstate New York area. It's going to be Joshua Leclerc driving car number 7. And have out the driver that picked up that Quick Time Award. Car number 79, the dirt car. It'll be Dean Reynolds. Garen Brimmer, the driver of car number 3, will start back into the 5th starting spot here tonight. And how about the driver out of Pennsylvania, car number 7? Anthony Rosalie will start there into the 6th starting spot. Connor Barker in car number 16 out of Georgia will start into the 7th starting spot. And Sean Green will start car number 27 in the final starting spot here tonight. That's your starting lineup here, brought to us by G-Stone Motors. Black Friday is coming, race fans. You don't have to go anywhere but Middlebury, Vermont. G-Stone Motors has your next tow rig to get your car hauler up and down to the races. So head on over and see our friends over at G-Stone Motors. Ready to go racing this time by. It'll be 10 laps the distance here in heat race number 1. 8 drivers, all will qualify. This is just going to be for a starting spot in your feature event. We do have a last chance qualifier actually scheduled here tonight to work the track in a little bit more. So the top 5 drivers will not have to run a LCQ, if you will. If my mathematical statistics, all that arithmetic stuff is right, I believe we will actually have 3 heat races here tonight at the Volusia Raceway Park. Green flag up this time by. Here we go, 10 laps the distance. It'll be a great start for C.J. LeVere. He'll try to slide up, but look at Ward, the driver who didn't know if he was going to make it here tonight. He goes high, wide, handsome with the fresh track here. He'll take the RJM, number 32, to the point. He'll lead lap number 1, trying to bring Dean Reynolds right along with him. The outside lane looking like it's got a lot of bite here tonight at the Volusia Raceway Park. C.J. LeVere starts on the pole. He'll drop back to the 3rd position here, lap number 1. As somebody is up there. Rosalie, car number 7, I believe, got up out of the groove there. Actually, that was Brimmer, That was Brimmer in car number 3. He'll drop all the way to the back of the field. So right now, one driver did scratch from that, and that was going to be Barker. Connor Barker did not make the call to the grid here in our first heat race of the evening. So it is all Ward up front. There's the top 2 with 7 laps to go, 6.5 to go as they work themselves down the back straightaway. Last week, Dean Reynolds, he had a little bit of a rough start to the opening round of the season. Finished 17th in our feature event. Ward also not having the day that he thought he was. Had one of the fastest cars, ended up finishing 13th last week. So these drivers trying to get some good starting spots here tonight at Volusia. It'll be high 5. How are ya here tonight from our flagman? It'll just be 5 more times to go. Everybody pretty much settled in. That transfer spot is that number 27. There you see the red 27. That is Green. Green is driving car number 27, up 3 spots from where he started here tonight. Actually had to pick 2 up under the green flag circumstances last time by, though. Ward, as he's going to get the old 2 to go next time by. Last lap just set a new quick time for the night. It was a 16.12 second lap here tonight at Volusia, so that star number 32 is very quick here. He's actually started to pull away a little bit here as the battle for that transfer spot. One driver up out of the groove. Sean Green, car number 27, 2 to go though. He doesn't have anybody behind him. Brimmer looks like he has fallen back off the pace just a little bit. There you see the number 3 of Brimmer. The white flag is up. Ward just got to bring her back around here. So as he'll bring her back around, it will be Damian Ward picking up heat race number 1. So Ward picks that up. It'll be Reynolds, LeVere, Rosalie, and Green all will transfer. Brimmer, LeClaire, and Barker will have to go to a last chance qualifier here tonight. Congratulations to Ward on picking up his first heat race of the season victory, as that means heat race number 2 coming to the grid just like this. Starting on the front row here of heat race number 2, brought to us by G-Stone Motors. It'll be car number 21. That'll be Rob Lowell in the Wolfpack Racing entry. Brian Lawson will start back there in P number 2, the Venom Racing number 9. Then it'll be Kelly Wheeler, car number 11. Picked up a heat race win last week. Kelly will start 3rd. Samuel Bachman in car 007 here tonight will start into the 4th spot, while Scotty Rayo will tap dance from the 5th starting spot in car number 4. Making his return back to the series after last season. He made a start in the season opener last year. Car number 88, that'll be Fire Swamp in car number 88. Back into the 7th starting spot, it will be the driver that leads the points. He picked up a heat race win last week. It'll be car number 32, Anthony Morano. Morano to pilot car number 32. He'll start 7th. And how about this driver? He'll start all the way shotgun to the field. Brandon Garan will start back there as we are green flag racing that time out of turn 4. Green flag up. One driver a little sideways there. That was the 11D. That'll be Kelly Wheeler. Got it a little bit of out of shape there on the opening lap into turn number 1. All is fine. Lap 1 will go to Lawson, though. Lawson leads the field here. It'll be Lowell, Wheeler, Bachman. A little contact. Fire Swamp trying to come up through the gut. Looking like a running back down there in turn number 1. They're still stacked up 3 wide behind him. Bachman, Riome, and that is going to be, well, one driver around. That'll be the 11D. Wheeler got turned around. Rob Lowell also involved. Rob going to drop it back. It's a 360. It's not a kickflip 360, just a 360 there for Wheeler. So just like that, these drivers all trying to get it sorted back out. Now last week's winner is on the bubble. Fire Swamp has fallen back just a little bit, was involved in that. All those cars, the Nerf bars getting a little bit connected down there in the corner as they were all battling inside the transfer spots. So now the order looks like Lawson, Riome, Guerin, Bachman, Morano. Right now, currently, your top 5 drivers. Swamp, Wheeler, and Lowell all on the outside looking in here in heat race number 2. There's the race leader, Lawson out front. Off to a Tuesday evening drive here at the Volusia Raceway Park. Lawson's got that Venom Racing dirt car, number 9, looking pretty solid here. Just a solid drive. Hasn't had any competition since the opening lap. There's your closest battle out there onto the raceway. There's the 4 of Riome, the 4 of Guerin, and the 7 of Bachman. He is actually flying the 007 here tonight. I thought it was just a transponder glitch, but it is the 007 of Samuel Bachman. 3 laps to go. Everybody's still out there trying to gain as many spots as they can. Fire Swamp has started to close in here on Morano. Morano's got to be careful here. That is the last transfer spot that would not have to go to an LCQ. We'll see if Fire Swamp can get up on the wheel here. We know the youngster has a lot of talent up north. Can he bring a little bit of that as the popsicle sticks were thrown up and dumped out here? The old 2 to go would be the white flag lap this time by. Lawson is out front all by himself. Final trip around, it's now or never for Fire Swamp. He will make the feature, but he'd have to go through a last chance qualifier. There's the race leader. It will be Brian Lawson across the line first here. Battle for second, third, and fourth. It'll be Riome, Guerin, Bachman, and Morano does make it. So Morano will make it. Swamp, Wheeler, and Lowell will all have to go to an LCQ. There is the driver. Car number 9 is, look at it, just like that. We got that next heat race coming up. Third and final heat race looks like this here tonight. The driver, it's the Big Show out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Car number 13, it'll be Kyle Lesher. Starting back into the second spot, A.J. Munger in car number 75. Another driver out of that Brissett Racing Stables. There's 2 of the Brissetts in this heat race. Oh boy, it'll be car number 59 of Stephen Brissett. Back into the 4th spot here tonight, he drives car number 18. That'll be Logan Wentz. Starting into the 5th starting spot, Johnny Barker in car number 6 out of the Wolfpack Racing Stables. And how about last season's champion? He'll start a little deeper into the field here tonight. It'll be car number 6. That'll be Speedy Brissett. He'll pilot car number 3. Starting back shotgun to the field here tonight at the Volusia Raceway Park in the final heat race of the evening. That'll be the driver out of Thunder Ridge Racing. It'll be car number 28. That is Jeff Sharp. Sharp had a very sharp car last week when we were at Lernerville. We'll see if he can keep the hot shoe going here. Maybe I'll have a little bit better luck, though, because sometimes luck just not on the side of somebody who has one of the fastest cars, as the iRacing.com Silverado Pace Truck will make its way to pit road. Another 10 laps the distance here, 5 to qualify. Everybody else to the LCQ. A little bit of a check up there. The Big Show. Oh, he's going to go in. He's going to maybe, I think he just clipped the inside wall with the left front tire. That inside retaining wall, that Jersey barrier, if you will, getting the best of the Big Show. The driver out of Pennsylvania maybe has something against the name Jersey. Lap number 1, A.J. Munger out front here. Battle at the transfer both Brissett's making it in. Jeff Sharp, Johnny Barker not able to get that number 6 machine rolling on the opening lap. He falls back to the 7th position. There you see car number 6 rolling right now. He is in the 7th spot. Sharp is 1 spot out also of the transfer spot. There you see that number 28. Got a little bit of a bounce in that 358's front end, but that's okay because Steven Brissett blows corner number 4. Got up into the loose stuff, 4 in the fluff, if you will, is what they say. As you see him up in turn 1, he's trying to make a new lane up there. It's just a little too high, a little too early for the number 59 there of Steven Brissett. That will open up the door. A little bit of a slider here. Jeff Sharp will now take the transfer spot. Crossover move out of turn number 4. Here comes Steven Brissett. 2 sideways. 2 sideways for the driver of car number 59. Now a fall back into old Johnny's area back here as you see the Big Creek Concrete number 6. Steven Brissett now has to get back up on the horse. It's Munger, Wentz, Lesher, Brissett, and Sharp, the top 5 drivers to qualify. There you see the top 2 drivers, A.J. Munger, Logan Wentz right there with 5 laps to go. It'll be 4 laps to go this time here tonight. Final heat race of the evening. Trying to pick up a heat race win. We haven't had a repeat heat race winner this season. And, well, here in race number 3 of the night, or heat race number 3 of the night, excuse me, we will not have a repeat heat race winner. So we're getting 3 new drivers to etch their name into the record book here for the G-Stone Motor 358 Modified Series presented by the 802 Racing League. See Speedy Brissett working all over Kyle Lesher. These 2 drivers have been running iRacing Big Block Modifieds together for the last 2 seasons here on iRacing. Got to know each of them pretty well, and both these drivers usually find themselves running side by side at some point through the night. The Big Show Kyle Lesher takes the outside while Speedy takes the bottom side here, trying to find a little bit of grip here for these tires as it'll be the final trip around. It's the final trip here tonight, as it'll be A.J. Munger going wire to wire. It'll be Munger, Wentz, Lesher, Brissett, then Sharp. As Halley will come across the line, it'll be Steven Brissett having to go to an LCQ. And that will come up here in just a couple of moments. Race fans, we got to thank you here tonight for tuning in live on the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight's race is brought to us by our friends at G-Stone Motors. G-Stone Motors, located in Middlebury, Vermont, is your certified Ford dealer. You need a tow rig to get your race car to the racetrack next season. Well, Black Friday's coming. Where can you go? Well, G-Stone Motors. Go talk to them and see if Justin Stone could work something out for you. We'll be right back here at the Volusia Raceway after our invocation and a word from our sponsor.
So proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
motorsports and racing cars is a big part of the heritage here at G-Stone Motors. Todd and I have been racing each other for years. I love the one-on-one competition. It comes bottom line, we're all behind each other and support each other with everything we do. I think that says a lot about our company's culture. I'm Vince Quinville, Service Manager at G-Stone Motors.
G-Stone Motors, your family Ford dealership, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Volusia Raceway Park. Here tonight, we are getting ready to go racing. Feature racing competition is up next here at Volusia, round number 2. For the G-Stone Motors 358 series, it's the second season, so we will crown a champion at the end of our 15 weeks. So it all starts at the beginning of the season. You want to have a rocket ship to start the season and consistently make it through the middle and have a strong finish. Tonight, these drivers, 23 drivers strong, have made the feature. We had Dean Reynolds picking up that quick time here tonight, brought to us by our friends at Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering. So Dean Reynolds picked up a $5 iRacing credit. Damian Ward picked up the first heat race here tonight, while Brian Lawson walked away in heat race number 2. AJ Munger picked up heat race number 3, and we've decided here tonight with just 23 cars, we will go ahead and skip our LCQ, and we will go straight to a feature competition racing action. It'll be 40 laps here tonight, and this is how we are going to line them up here for our feature race tonight. Let's head trackside and get that starting lineup brought to us by our friends at G-Stone Motors. This is the starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight, driving car number 32. You saw him pick up that heat race win. It'll be Damian Ward. To his outside, Brian Lawson picked up the second heat race win of the night. He'll start P number 2. Third starting spot, number 75, AJ Munger, and you guessed it, he picked up the third heat race of the evening. The driver out of North Syracuse, New York, the Super Dirt Car Series number 79, that'll be Dean Reynolds, starting 4th. He picked up the Quick Time Award here tonight. Scotty Riome in car number 4, he will start into the 5th spot. Logan Wentz in the Murano Racing, number 18, will start 6th. CJ Lovere, the driver out of New York, he'll start in the 4 car in 7th. And how about Brandon Guerin in car number 4? He'll start 8th. The Big Show, Kyle Lesher, will start back into the 9th spot. And Rosalie in cars number 7 will start in 10th. Samuel Bachman in the 007, Agent Bachman, will start 11th. Speedy Brissett will start back there in P number 12. Starting into the 13th starting spot here tonight, it'll be the number 27 of Sean Green. Anthony Morano, the championship leader, car number 32, will start 14th. 15th out of Thunder Ridge Racing, car number 28, that'll be Jeff Sharp. And Garen Brimmer, car number 3, will start back into the 16th starting spot. Fire Swamp makes his first feature start. He'll start car number 88, 17th. 18th will go to the Brissett Racing Stable, number 59 of Stephen Brissett. And how about the driver out of New York, car number 7, Joshua Leclerc. Kelly Wheeler will start car number 11 there into the 20th starting spot. 23rd, Johnny Barker in car number 6. Connor Barker in car number 16 will start 22nd. And the Lone Ranger back there, it'll be Rob Lowell. He'll pilot number 21. He'll start shotgun to the field. It looks like we have one scratch here tonight, and that will be the 16 of Connor Baker. 40 laps the distance here at Volusia. Tonight's feature brought to us by G-Stone Motors. The 358 Modifieds are Green Flag Racing. One driver up out of the groove early. That is the Super Dirt Car Series number 79 as they work down the back straightaway. Dean Reynolds got up out of the groove. That's going to allow a couple of these drivers to work themselves by. Early here with 40 laps to go, or 40 laps in the feature event, we shall say. Everybody chasing Damian Ward. Looks like the bottom has a little bite. One checked up in the middle of the pack. I believe that was the Big Show of Kyle Lesher. Threw it down into 3 and 4. Maybe got another piece of the jersey barrier. Gonna break a couple of those tie rods on the front end there. Hope they have plenty of those in stock. Little contact. Fire Swamp back here trying to work his way through. Him and the number 59 of Stephen Brissett made a little contact. They kept it going though. Battle at the front. Here comes a little bit of a slider. Logan Wentz trying to slide AJ Munger. He'll make it clear. I think Munger could have a little bit of a break right in front of Dean Reynolds there. Dean Reynolds also checking himself up to try and stay out of a little bit of a chaos. Look at everybody fan themselves out. A good start here to the feature. Just trying to work yourselves in. Down on the bottom, a driver that's already picked up 6, now call it 7 spots. Anthony Morano. Morano trying to come to the front. He's trying to bring along that number 4. That's Brandon Guerin down on the bottom. Kyle Lesher, the big show, also down on the bottom side of the speedway, seeing if they can make it work. And so far, it's been able to work. Morano is picking them up and laying them down one by one. Here comes the Full Throttle Motorsports number 32. He is just catfishing here early. So as he goes to the bottom, now CJ LeVere has tried to work himself to the bottom. Next victim for Anthony Morano, who has a very quick car down on the bottom. That'll be one of his team members. That'll be the number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Super Dirt Car Series number 79 of Dean Reynolds. Up on the top side, CJ LeVere comes in as caution. Caution lights are on. First caution of the night. It looks like Fire Swamp, Kyle Lesher, and Agent 007 of Samuel Bachman all involved here. So something happened to the big show of Kyle Lesher. Let's take a look what happened to the big show of Lesher. Lesher and Fire Swamp back here. Fire Swamp into the back of the 13, and the 13 tries to correct, and unfortunately for Lesher, Fire Swamp was right there. Bachman nowhere to go, just an innocent bystander of the factors going on. Right on board here. You're riding on board with the Agent 007 Bachman. Knocks the rear end out of Bachman's car. He'll have to go to pit road. These drivers do have a backup car out there tonight if they were to need them. Right on board here with Fire Swamp. Our G-Stone Motors onboard camera there tonight, mounted on each one of these 358 modifieds. We got to thank G-Stone Motors once again for coming on board as the primary sponsor once again here with the 802 iRacing League here for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series. So caution flag number 1 will come to an end here as the lights are out on the iRacing.com pace truck. iRacing should have really went to G-Stone Motors and asked them to scan one of their brand new Ford F450s and put it up here into the sim. That would have been an absolute blast to see one of those things rolling around here virtually. But the lights are out on the pace truck, so we're getting ready to go back racing here. It'll be 12 laps officially in the books. Ward to the inside, Lawson to the outside. Everybody but Fire Swamp back out onto the raceway. Green flag, here they come, racing at us to turn 1. Great start there by that number 32 of Damian Ward. He'll bring us down and around. We'll complete another lap. Ward still out front. The battle now for that second spot because it is Logan Wentz who did pick up that spot on the restart. Munger also trying to hang on. Dean Reynolds now has gone to the bottom side. Maybe here these drivers have noticed what Morano was trying to do going to the bottom side. Morano now stuck to the outside in car number 32, so he's going to try and work the top side of the speedway. This track has a lot of racing room here tonight at Volusia. Munger got checked up on the outside. That's 75. Dean Reynolds went from bottom shelf, top shelf, almost 4 wide racing. Look at them all spread out. Oh, one driver going to climb the wall into one. That is the Heath Auto Repair number 4, CJ LeVere. Caution lights are on with 25 laps to go. Rob Lowell looks like he had some issues along with possibly Fire Swamp back out there, possibly. We'll see if that's correct. Rob Lowell is involved in car number 21. And this is what the I Spy camera finds here tonight. Watch the G-Stone Motors. Number 1 or 25. He caught the the wall, and oh, look at the number 6. Look at Fire Swamp, nowhere to go. He came in, hit the hooks, and spun it around, but he was already caught up in it. Right on board with the G-Stone Motors onboard Camry, riding on board with Fire Swamp down the front straightaway here. He backed out of it, hit the hooks, and there's just nowhere for the 88 of Fire Swamp to go. So Rob Lowell climbing the wall just like CJ LeVere, but he didn't come out unscathed. That car got sucked around with the right rear tire. The G-Stone Motors entry going for a ride here. We'll see if Rob can get back out onto the raceway. Fire Swamp did. It looks like he stays on the lead lap. Should get that 1-to-go marker here from the flag stand. Barney, our flagman, officially here tonight from Volusia, here with iRacing. Fire Swamp will get his lap back. He will go to the tail end of the field. Rob Lowell not back out onto the raceway just yet. We'll see if we can get an early caution if he gets back out there, or if our officials do allow him to come back out onto the raceway. So officially, it'll be Ward, Wentz, Lawson, Reynolds, Rayome, Munger, Brissett, Morano is how they are scheduled to roll off in the first 4 rows. Green flag will be out this time out of turn number 4. It'll be 21 laps officially left here tonight at Volusia. Green flag up. Damian Ward says, now's the time to chase me. Kicking rocks back at everybody as they storm down the back straightaway. 21 to go. Look at Lawson. It looked like he had a fast car. Caution lights back out here. Caution lights are on. Joshua Leclerc, the new counting number 7, having some issues. There you see Leclerc. He'll come back in. We'll see if he can get back out onto the raceway. What happened for Joshua Leclerc? He was running in the 15th position. Oh, right front, jersey barrier. Kyle Lesher must have taught him how to do that. Joshua Leclerc got a boop and a bop, and around he went. Saw Rob Lowell get back out onto the raceway. He is being scored a lap down to the race leaders. Look at this. Let's watch. Our G-Stone Motors onboard camera. A little contact there. A little rub, a little racing, and yank. That's what happened to Joshua Leclerc. Looks like we're already doubled back up. The officials trying to move the show along here tonight at Volusia. Just 18 laps will be remaining after the 3rd caution flag of the evening. Here we come at an early fire off for Damian Ward. Dean Reynolds not wasting any time down on the bottom. Going to try and pick up a spot as they're 3 wide. Munger back here. Here comes Speedy Brissett. He'll speed up the inside. He's trying to bring Rosalie along with in that number 7 machine. Still 3 wide racing. Oh, problem for the leader. Problem for the leader as Damian Ward got up into the outside wall. Now they're 4 wide. Ward still getting pushed around. One car getting turned around. That's the number 27. The 27 backwards. Oh, big trouble. Leclerc there. I believe that was the 6 of Baker. Baker got turned around. So Sean Green getting involved here, getting turned in the middle of the field. Watch the 27. Right there off the nose of Brimmer. Those bars get hooked together. CJ LeVere. There's Brissett, Lesher. Rob Lowell comes in. I believe that was Johnny. Yeah, that was the 6. That's up against the outside wall there. Right on board with car number 6. See what Barker. That's Barker in car number 6. This is what he saw. Thought he was good, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, gets hit. And the number 6 goes around. Unfortunate for some of those drivers. They were having a good night. Bachman, Green, CJ Rivera had a very fast car here tonight, and now he will be relegated to the rear of the field. See if he gets back out there and where he can finish up tonight's race. Taking a look at it, still is every driver back out there. A lot of damage done to some of the cars out towards the back of the field, but everybody is out there. Only one driver did scratch from tonight's feature event. That was Connor Barker, car number 16, did not make the call to the grid. So unfortunate for Barker and car number 16. We're giving it another go here, though. It'll be 13 laps remaining when we go green flag racing. Logan Wentz is now the new race leader, as Damian Ward, who had led so far every lap, is back to running in 10th. We'll see if he can mount a late race charge here at the end of this one. Green flag coming out right here. Logan Wentz says, "Chase me now, Mr. Reynolds." Wentz goes straight to the top. A look at Speedy Brissett. He's probably taken some of those tap dancing lessons. Those Brissett Racing Stables drivers always kind of coming up with new ways to try and pedal these cars. 3-4 wide back there. Contact. Jeff Sharp. Sharp just got into Brimmer a little bit. Upset that machine, but kept it going. Rob Lowell down there in the corner. Up into the outside wall, but keeps it pointed straight. Look at Anthony Roseley. Roseley down on the bottom. The pink number 7. Lawson still trying to get to the outside and make something happen here. I think there's still some grip down there. Scotty Riome down there. Speedy Brissett had used the inside for a little while, now fell back, and now has got the middle groove working for him. It's Wentz with just 10 laps to go. It's Wentz, Reynolds, and Rosalie. Who will finish where? Because this one's coming to an end fast here tonight at Volusia. Drives it in nice and easy. Who's that coming through the middle? Brian Lawson again. Lawson, a little piece of the outside wall there. Speedy Brissett had to check it up. They're going to go 3 wide, 4 wide. Contact back to 3 wide as they exit corner number 2. They exit the corner now just down to 2 wide. There's the Guerin family number 4. Brandon trying to work his way in that brightly colored machine. Lightning Marty on the side of that car. Wentz has no pressure up front, but look at the gaggle of cars trying to get into the top 10 here tonight at Volusia. That's the 32 as they're 4 wide. The 32 of Damian Ward was trying to... Oh, now big problem. Sharp, around, up, over. 007, the Agent Bachman entry, tumbling down into turn number 1. So the caution flag will fly here with under 10 to go. We'll see how this one finishes out. Guerin involved, Sharp tumbling, Bachman having some issues. Look at it here. It all started right here, down into the corner. Ran out of racing room. Everybody got tangled together. And you see the Sharp entry spinning around like a top, and then you see 007 going for a round. Right on board. This is with Jeff Sharp. Well, if you get motion sickness, that's not the picture to watch. Lights already out here. We're going to try and push this green flag back out. It'll be 4 to go. Wentz, Reynolds, Roseley, Riome. Here we come. Great start by Wentz out front here. He'll pace the field to turn 1. Reynolds goes down, protects that inside lane down in 1. Anthony going to come to the bottom. Will they make a little contact? Will they move him up? He'll stay down there. Reynolds will get the run out of turn number 4. Reynolds got the run. He goes into protection mode down in turn 1 again. Here comes Scotty Riome. Look at Anthony Morano. Where did he come from? All of a sudden, closing laps, the popsicle sticks get thrown up. It'll be 2 to go. Reynolds running back down the race leader. Wentz got up out of the groove, that time down in 4. But will they have enough time to get there? Caution lights are on. Brandon Guerin having some problems. Believe this one will be counted, though. We'll see how this one finishes out. Guerin spinning around, bringing out the caution flag. He will jump straight to pit road. I believe iRacing is going to count the lap, which would put us into the white flag lap, unfortunately. So this one looks like we might just finish it out here tonight. If it is Logan Wentz getting ready to collect his first official win with the series. Waiting to see, and yes, it will go unofficial here tonight. The flag is flying. There is your winner here tonight. It'll be Logan Wentz. Dean Reynolds finishing 1 and 2. So the driver out of Scranton, Pennsylvania, not far here from our official headquarters in Pennsylvania, will be the driver. We will get to talk to all these drivers here in just a couple of moments, at least your top 3 if they do have their old headsets on. We'll get to talk to them. You see Speedy Brissett coming up, giving a little bit of congratulations to Logan Wentz. Unofficial timing and scoring on the left-hand side. Let's see if we can bring that up big screen, full screen, see where your favorite driver will finish out here tonight. Those are your unofficial feature results here, your top 18 already up on the screen. Where did your favorite driver finish off tonight's feature event? So we'll be right back here to the Volusia Raceway Park here tonight, hopefully with your top 3 drivers after these messages.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
At G-Stone Motors, our customers know the value of hard work. So we work hard to find them the right vehicle. G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.
Welcome back here to the Volusia Raceway Park, race fans. 40 laps of feature competition here tonight for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series has been concluded. We have your top drivers standing by here. Let's kick things off in victory lane with the driver that will pilot car number 18. He leads them late as he is the winner here tonight after 40 laps at Volusia. How about it, Logan Wentz? Logan, you started towards the front of the field, but you had to make some moves late, and a little contact may have got you that race lead.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I would have got by him if he didn't get into the wall. But after I got by him and the caution came out, I figured out that the top of 1 and 2 was there, and the bottom in 3 and 4 had a lot of bite coming off.
So this car here tonight, when you unloaded it off the trailer, the track conditions, these drivers asked for a little more water out there. Did you have the car set up for a little bit of a tacky track or a slick track out there off the trailer?
I kind of wanted it to be a slick track coming off the trailer, but we made the adjustments and made it work for a tacky track.
So you made it, and then talk about this feature, though. We talked already about you getting the race lead. Late in this one, a couple caution flags coming out as you were the race leader. Were you worried there that Reynolds may have found something down on the bottom? Or, Anthony Morano, he was coming, too, down on the bottom.
Yeah, I know Anthony runs on the bottom a lot, and I knew he started 14th, so I knew something on the bottom was working. That's when I moved down to the bottom in 3 and 4, so knew Dean was on the bottom, and he just wasn't getting the run he needed to get by me.
Well, you were able to hold this one together to pick up the round number 2 victory here with the G-Stone Motors 358 series. So what do you say we roll this red carpet out for you? Try not to get it dirty. Dean Reynolds got it all dirty in Charlotte. So we'll roll this red carpet out for you here, and who do you got to thank back home in Scranton?
I gotta thank Castleberry Flagstone for keeping me employed each week, JT Screen Printing, Epilepsy Foundation of America, Dirt FX Designs for doing all my pants, and the boys over at Morano Racing for giving me all the help I need each week.
There you have it. You see it in his picture. He's probably shotgunning a beer tonight after this victory here at the Volusia Raceway Park. Logan Wentz, your victor here tonight in victory lane. So he will pick up round number 2's win. The driver, though, that will finish second. A great run for you here tonight, Mr. Dean Reynolds. What did you need, though, to go up there and take the win here tonight from that number 18?
I don't think I had anything for Logan. He was good. He earned it. Congrats to him, and actually congrats to Anthony in third. I needed 3 and 4 to be good on the top. I like running the top, believe it or not. I just like running the top here. But with Logan up on top of 1 and 2, I just had to try something different. And then with Anthony coming up through the field like he did, I knew the bottom was there. But the problem is I'm just not a bottom guy. I was just making mistakes. And, Anthony was telling me that he was getting good runs on me. And I'm sure he did because I was making mistakes in the middle of the corner. But if 3 and 4 had a little bit more up top, I would have stayed up there and tried to make that work. But just didn't do it. But, hey, after last week's tough luck where I think I found every incident, I don't know if you remember, Roger, my first ever 802 win was in this car on this track. So I decided to bring this old Magnum Race Designs car out and just relive some old magic, and it worked.
Well, it's one of our favorite cars, that's for sure. It definitely stands out there, especially under the lights here tonight at Volusia. We were able to see you absolutely perfect, and it was not the glare off my head. I promise you, that was not the lights hitting my head and glaring off your car, even though it would have looked good. But yes, a rough race last week for you. You rebound very well here tonight at Volusia. This is going to help you in the points a lot. If there would have been a tough luck award last week, you definitely would have got it. So a great rebound here for you. How do you take the momentum? Because we are off next week. I'm unfortunately away, so we get the off week next week. How do you take the momentum that you gained here at Volusia into a race in 2 weeks?
Well, every track's going to be different, and I think we stumbled onto something here a little bit with the track state. It wasn't set up the way we wanted it, but then we reset it at 15%, and I tell you what, that was a racy track. I think we did it right. We did 2 minutes during the practice while you're doing the anthems just to blow it off a little bit, so maybe we stumbled onto something. But, I just like running 358s anywhere, so I feel comfortable in 358s. I had a fast car last week. It just, stuff happens. I get it. It's part of racing, and no one's fault. And but we just go into next week and hopefully time well. Everything is timing, even if with the invert. You still want to be in that invert no matter where you start to start in front of these guys. There's a lot of talent in this league, and you really don't want to spot them any positions.
Absolutely. Did pick up that Lightning Lordy's Barbecue Catering $5 iRacing Quick Time Award here tonight. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on a great podium finish here as you finish P number 2. Before we let you go, there's some guys on the side of this car that make the world turn.
Yeah, I got to thank all the guys from Full Throttle Motorsports. I actually don't have the FTM logo on this car, but it's a retro car that I was using before I joined the team. But, I got to thank those guys. I've been with that team for about a year and a half now, and they've really helped me step up my game. So I got to thank all those guys at Full Throttle Motorsports. Brian Lawson, Magnum Race Designs, for doing this wrap. It's cool. It's a metallic purple wrap, and got me a little bit of luck. And I'd like to thank Rob for bringing back the league. I hounded him for over almost a year and a half to bring back this league, and he said let's do it and bring it back. And thanks to Todd and Justin Stone for their sponsorship, so we can have you do your wonderful broadcast, because you are one of the best doing this. And so we like to thank the Stone family, and we like to thank you for doing it.
There you have it. Dean Reynolds definitely knows how to plug the sponsors out there tonight. A true man of dirt racing. Dean Reynolds will pick up 2 spots, pick up the Lightning Lardy's Barbecue Catering Quick Time Award. So I'm sure he'll spend those $5 wisely once the new season drops in just a couple of weeks. So congratulations to Reynolds, and that leaves us with one more podium finisher out there. It's Tony, it's Dom, it's Rosalie, it's Roselli, Anthony. You're the man of many names out there, and you had a very quick car, easy to spot out there tonight. That number 7, very quick. Outside, inside lane, this car just looked like it was hooked up no matter where you went.
Yeah, I mean, early on, I just tried staying patient and getting a really good feel of the track. I hit probably every inch of it, just trying to see where this thing's going to be fast, where it can get by people. Early on, I really didn't think I was going to be able to go anywhere, because I was just really stuck behind people, going half throttle, just trying not to run on the back of people. Then I found the bottom on a restart, and I ended up passing like 4 cars within like 1 or 2 laps, and I just stuck down there, and I found myself in 3rd late in the race. And this thing was just fast. I don't know what else I could have done there, besides just having more green flag laps to get around Dean and Logan there. I definitely think I had something for Logan if I was able to have a little bit more time, but it is what it is. That's racing.
40 laps here tonight at Volusia. A lot of racers say, feature competition, 20, 30 laps. We go 40 laps. Would you like to see maybe 5 to 10 more laps on that one?
I mean, when you're in that position, you'd always like to see a little bit more laps, but 40 is always like a traditional, and you could say I could have driven a little bit more aggressively at the beginning there. But, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it's your night, sometimes it's not, and it's just that tonight wasn't my night to get it done. But overall, it was still a really good night, though.
So you don't pick up the win. You do pick up a good podium finish. You were kind of in the Dean Reynolds world last week, a finish outside the top 10. So you look at the points at the end of this one, and it's just one of those nights where you just take what you got and you say, you know what, points at the end of the season will be tallied up, and we're going to need them.
Yeah, no, definitely. Last week was a little bit of a rough one, getting turned around and running 5th last week, and ended up only running 14th. So this definitely helps with momentum and confidence-wise, rolling into the rest of the series here, and definitely a really good point tonight that we needed to get back on our feet this early.
What do you think? We've been to Lernerville, we've been here to Volusia, and now in 2 weeks' time on December the 5th, we will head to the big track at Charlotte, the Charlotte Dirt Track. How do you think that will compare? Because 3 tracks to start the season, 3 absolutely different racing surfaces.
Yeah, no, I think it's good. It keeps it different, keeps it interesting, because all 3 tracks are going to go to different people's driving styles and strengths and stuff. Like last week, Lernerville was probably my worst track on the sim, and I was even surprised I was running inside the top 10 at one point. But track like those half miles, those bigger tracks are really kind of where I see myself flourish. So I'm really excited to see Charlotte in 2 weeks after we get off this break. So it kind of keeps it nice going to these different tracks to see, keeping the competition really well, and a good show for everyone that's watching as well.
Well, we look forward to seeing you not next week. I'd see you next week, but it'll be 2 weeks' time at Charlotte. Who do you say? Who's on the side of this bright car that you can definitely pick out of the crowd?
Yeah, no, first off, I got to thank House of Speed Setup Shop. Got to thank Sean McPhee and all those guys over there at that shop. They helped me out so much since they brought me on the team a couple months ago. I've just seen myself progress with how much they've taught me over this time. Van Sickle Electric, Mobile Metals, Hollywood Towing and Auto, 5L Enterprises, Snyder's Construction, Murder Graphics, Fastline Performance, Loris Carbs, Accurate Collision, and Cacti Fab.
Well, McPhee's out there yelling at me to get the name right, and race fans, that is Anthony Roselli out here tonight driving car number 7. He laughs about it. We joked about it before we came back live with the mics hot here tonight. So Anthony will finish off in P number 3. Those are your top 3 finishers here tonight from the Volusia Raceway Park here for the G-Stone Motors 358 Series. A great race here tonight at Volusia. The racing surface gave us an outside lane, a middle lane, and a bottom lane here. These drivers were able to go anywhere here tonight to make the passes, and just to show you that this track had a lot of bite in it, 2 drivers picking up double-digit spots here tonight. Anthony Morano was able to finish in that 4th spot. He started back in 14th here tonight. And how about Kelly Wheeler, car number 11? That car started back into the 20th position and finished inside the top 10, a 10-spot gain for Wheeler. Some drivers that will want tonight back, well, 007 Bachman, he will want this one back, along with Brandon Guerin. Those 2 drivers got very disappointing 19th and 20th place finishes, still respectively here as they were tonight in the feature event here for the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series. But boy, after a great race here tonight, where does it lead us? It leads us into a little bit of an off week. After 2 weeks of racing, we're going to take 1 week off, and then we'll be back on December the 5th with the G-Stone Motors 358 Modified Series. We will be at the dirt track at Charlotte before we head to Eldora. Then we will head to Lanier, and that's all before the Christmas holiday break. But race fans, what do you say? There's Black Friday coming this week, and there's one place to pick up a brand new vehicle. That is G-Stone Motors, located in Middlebury, Vermont. Your certified Ford dealer. You need that tow rig. Snow is also coming, so think twice, buy once. Head on over to G-Stone Motors, get a dual-purpose vehicle for the snow in the Northeast, and to tow your race car to the racetrack next spring. But that's going to do it here from Volusia for everybody at G-Stone Motors, everybody at the 802 iRacing Series, and all of us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Until we see you next time, race fans, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in Turn 3.
My father, Gardner Stone, has grown our dealership with one thing in mind: to treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, the way you buy a vehicle now is everything is ordered, so customers have to pick where they want to buy a vehicle. The people coming back for their second, their third, their fourth, their fifth vehicle, it's a good relationship, but that tells you that they know that we're going to take care of them. At G-Stone Motors, we just don't make customers, we make long-lasting friends, and I think that separates us.
G-Stone Motors, Route 7 South, Middlebury, Vermont.